Hi, hello, welcome to Dusty Shop, where bad decisions are rabid and planning is lacking. So, don't do what we do. Well, you could try it. Have fun with it. You know, do the YouTube stuff. Click like and subscribe. Alright, thanks. Alright, circus goers. So, what we have here is what we're looking at up there in the windshield is a black box traffic recorder. Pretty little simple device. George found this little deal on TikTok, and it's a traffic recorder. So pretty simple. Plugs in the cigarette lighter, and then it has a backup camera. So what we're gonna do is mount the camera, and yeah, we can come back here. We got that unit up there on the windshield stuck to it, and then we come back here, and boom. There's George, back of the truck, right above the bumper. Not in the camera. Well, it's out of the way, doesn't get damaged. I've done this on my Tahoe, and my dually's built into the bed. So, and then you see the fish tape there on the floor. And basically, we gotta fish the wire through the frame and some of the other stock wiring loom little hanger dealies, and run it up to the front. So we'll get to that adventure, and yeah, this will be kind of a short, sweet video, not too big. So here we go. So with that being said, we get to bring the front part through the cab here. Some, huh? No, I was playing with it a little bit. If we do that, we'll end up like right here in the middle of the dash. Crawling right there, take a look. We had to come up here somewhere here by the A pillar. Somewhere else close. Yeah, right here, and then try to hug up through that kicker, and then that way we can come in. I don't think we got enough room up here. I don't know. That's what I was looking at too. I was thinking it may end up like some crazy ass stuff like this. Video cable. I want it. Camera over my side. That's what I say, man. To pull the camera like up here in the visor line. Yeah. Like up over. Yeah. Like here. Wherever. Yeah. That way we can at least. That'd be fine. Yeah. So basically, that would probably make it easy. That if you're using the backup camera to like line up on something, at least just look up and down. All right, circus goers. So what we've done here is there's the camera sitting there on the bed, and what I used is double face tape. Put the camera together, and I basically stick the camera to the truck to make sure that it's where you want it, everything lines up, all that good stuff before start drilling like 10,000 holes through your back of your truck. So that's what George is doing right now. We're getting the bracket set up, and he's going to go in here. And unfortunately, this camera, the way it all sets up is we've got to cut a little. And his back bumper, the way it's set up is there's a little lip on the back of the bumper, that black lip right there. We need to cut a little bit out of the way so that way the camera can sit in it and be clear of everything and nice and safe where you're not stepping on it and everything else. So we will watch George as that's a little piece right there. When he's bending up right there, and that's what we got to trim back, trim a piece out. So we'll watch George as he takes care of that right quick. Alright, so we're going to put the tailgate up there. Looks like we got the camera situated where we think we want it. Where George wants it. Got to kind of, mount and all that. So now time to put the tailgate on and double check because, we did tape it up there. Did this once before. Now we're actually doing the final deal. Make sure that everything's sitting right. Where we hopefully supposed to be. So that way the tailgate shuts without knocking the camera all out of whack and everything else. What good is having a camera back there if you gotta constantly adjust it, or if you're either looking at the bumper or staring at the sky. So, all right. With that being said, looks like George's gonna get a light.
said, double check it. Double check it. Make sure it's right. Make sure everything clears. It ain't gotta clear by much, just enough so I don't knock the life out of it. Yeah. Negate it a couple times. Close it. You know, normal stuff. So, that being said, looks like we're sitting pretty good. Alright, so now we've got to, we did the shut, close, all that kind of stuff. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take the tailgate back off the truck. Yep, got to take it back off the truck. One more time. We need to wire it up. So we run the cable, the little cord all the way up to the front of the truck. Somewhat, you can see right there, that little red wire. Yep, right there. That little red wire in my hand right there, that's the power wire. So, these things are pretty easy. You wire it into the backup lights. So, obviously backup camera, backup lights. Activates the camera, tells it to turn on when the backup lights are powered up. So, we were just running that red wire, tying it up, trying to find, run it over to the one tail light. So that's what I'm doing right now. I am just kind of routing that wire to the license plate lights wiring. Just kind of zip tying it to it. I'm gonna slide it over. Start running it. Yeah, running it over. And here I am right here. That is the tail light. It's out. I'm just double checking. George's got LEDs in there. I want to make sure that is the power wire. The white should be. So it doesn't hurt to double check before you start cutting up perfectly good wiring harness. Because unfortunately I use what looks like a crimp clip. And then you can take a spade connector and plug it in. That's how I usually like to do these. But I ain't got none. So with that being said, we're gonna do the old way of doing things on these, which is, I'm fishing the wire up through the deal. There it is. Boom. There's the red wire. And so what I've done here is I have pulled the white wire back. Yep. Well, I've cut it, crimped it, put it all back together, taped it up good. Like I said, I normally don't like doing it that way, but yeah. We are this time. And so there's a backup lights on. And that's also one of the steps we didn't do, and I usually do. You see the little light on there? Lights, camera's all lit up. What I'm doing, I'm waving it in my hand because we think the camera is upside down. Yep. Sure enough was. We put the camera in there upside down. So, not a big deal. Unplug the camera and take the camera, unbolt it, and then just flip it over. That way it all lines up. Well, I figured storage we're back. I guess we lost the battery. So, with that being said, so what we got here is we got two shorted cable, obviously, because they really don't make these things for like a full-size truck anymore. At least not a real truck. So George is going to have to get an extension. So what we're going to do is we're going to order a little piece you plug into here and run it through the firewall. And then you're going to plug it up there to the unit up there. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to tape it up so that way it stays clean. Yep. We don't want nothing to happen to it. And now it's just going to be a matter of just getting a little bit longer wire. Because like I said, this thing wasn't really, I don't think these things were designed for a regular truck. Yeah, a regular truck. Because you know your newer trucks are only got like 4-foot beds on them. They're short. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, George is going to get an extension wire for this thing. I'm going to run it through the dash. Probably do is he'll probably come through here, hide it behind the A-pillar, come across the headliner, drop the cable down, and boom, we have a backup camera on this thing. So we did check it. It does work. We had it upside down, like I said before. We had to flip it back around, so George did that. So we were flipped back around. We kind of got it angled so that way you can actually see, you know, back here. So that's excellent. Yeah. With that being said, there, kids, I guess we'll. So
I think this is gonna be the last video for a little bit because we're getting into the old Christmas season right here. We got I think we're 2 weeks out from Christmas. Yeah, roughly 2 weeks out. So we're gonna take a little holiday break, and then when we come back at the first of the year, we're gonna get back on there. We'll have some stuff for the cowgirl. Get that thing squared away, get it outside, maybe try to do some donuts or something crazy with that. We'll come back and we'll do like a highlight or a review of this thing with all the parts are in. Show you how this camera system works, and then George will give us a review of the camera. Did it work? It's one of them like we did the what was that stuff, that rust remover stuff from China. Kind of the same thing. A little advertisement on TikTok. We'll see how good the camera system works. So. With that being said, thank you all for watching us this time around, and we'll catch y'all after the first of the year. And happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and y'all be safe on New Year's, Drunk Man's Holiday. So, all right.
Bye. Have a great time.